Mia finds and frees Ethan from his restraints, but history repeats itself, and Ethan must again say goodbye to his wife. He then sets off to find Evelyn, the source of it all, and stop her. Wow, that moves on regardless of if you push the A button or not, which is interesting choice, considering you got the A thing there. Alright, we set this all up before we left, so let's just go. Into the mines. Enhanced ammo. It's really, 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 really good. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let me out. Spider monkey, spider monkey. Alright, see you. As they said on the radio, Lucas is in the mines. You can tell it's him because of all the traps. I assume this is like an air tube, so that you don't die while you're mining. Excuse me, sir. You're not dead? I got an annoying fly buzzing around right now. Of all the places a fly's gonna land, why is it gotta land right on a computer monitor? There's nothing over here. I don't even eat at my desk. Yet it comes right back. I know there's not much game left, might as well use the shotgun as much as possible. Oh. That was a close one. Sent Friday, January 16th, 2015. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Mom and Dad are still totally under, though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. Sent Friday, November 4th. That bitch Mia is somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Since September 1st, 2016, it's a whole year. Evelyn's family obsession has been getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me, because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. So that's your confirmation there that Lucas is not under Evie's spell. He does have the gift or whatever, but he's not affected by her. He's doing all this on his own. Well, of his own accord. Oh, hello. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium that grows inside of the E-Series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-Series weaponized assets, hereafter referred to as mold. The initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found they were able to co-opt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-Series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. So Lucas stayed at the, like, not even to the midpoint, because he wasn't affected. He stayed at, like, the low end. Regeneration abilities and stuff. E necrotoxin, E-Series dosage test, 10 minutes after dose, death. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification. E neurotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-series bioweapon model. Only for disposal of E-series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-series cells into the neurotoxin container. Necrotoxin, I should say. So this will kill Evie. The project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. Nextbox was later folded and all of its assets diverted into this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the cost of not only POW handling but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the redacted and even redacted organization chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in Redacted of Redacted, the remarkably progressed Vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycite. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycite genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability, from the impractical and faulty, A series through D, to the perfected E series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban/refugee populations. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the mutamycite from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamycite imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stage of infection reveal that at first, the Phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycite infection has progressed through the body cells, so the body blank. So I have to wonder about Ethan. Like, shouldn't he be infected? Because he's seen little girl Evelyn. So if he's seeing that, then he's infected, right? Evelyn's function also includes the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing blank on samples of Evelyn's body tissue, it produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to blank would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin, which blank even in tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing, a parent's love. So I guess I'm not really sure exactly how long it takes to be controlled, considering Zoe's been here for years and is still not technically completely controlled. So I guess you're fine, Ethan, as long as you kill her soon. Give me that enhanced ammo. I'd say that looks good. Let's go move on. Ooh, even more. Where is that coming from? Is it below me? My sense of hearing really sucks. I know it's a... Sounds like it's like... right here somewhere, but I don't see anything. I mean, it really sounds like it's right there. And it was. I don't like it.
Die.
Yeah, so if I can see her, then I'm infected. That's right, I'm putting out the big guns. No more fucking around. Why can't I equip it? It has to be in a slot to be equipped? That seems a little stupid. Oh, this is the room right here. Fuck off. Oh, I'm not on enhanced. Ooh. Yeah, I think the two of them is like the final real combat. There's a boss fight, but it's not like a super involved one. Just what you need, a map at that when you're already done. And look where we are, the doll room. What is this, old lady?
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
Mia's vindicated. She's not completely crazy, just 99% crazy. Back in the old guest house. You're not real.
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me.
I know you didn't
You
mean,
didn't mean to hurt me.
but you shouldn't have done that.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
He doesn't want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
Ah. You get a little behind the scenes action. Why was she going crazy? Because Evelyn was telling her things.
Help! Ethan, help me.
Hello? Where you at? Mia.
I don't want your help!
Oh, that's not real.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Leave me to die!
Okay, it's still interacting with me even though it's a hallucination. I guess this answers my question of if Ethan is infected or not. He definitely is. He's just not fully controlled.
Get away! Don't! Get away! No, stop!
Oh, I'm gonna get you, little girl.
Away from me! Stop! 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 No! 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 No!
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
Damn you all to hell. Whoa, this was supposed to kill you. What?
You're just a little boy.
What? That was pretty far up to fall. Why couldn't you airdrop me like a rocket launcher?
Playtime's over.
Look at those graphics, man. That's hot shit.
I'm Redfield. You glad we found you.
No, you're not. You're not.
The fuck took you guys so long?
That's Bizarro world, Christopher. He's not real.
Ethan?
Oh, hey, you're still
Yeah.
alive?
You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
Yeah, they're giving you some strong chem fluids in your veins.
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way.
Oh,
But
Umbrella.
now Evelyn's
Yeah.
dead.
My favorite company.
And these guys are here to clean up the mess.
Yeah, of course. UBCS.
I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
You don't know how right you are. Yeah, I guess now that I see it so close to Resident Evil 8, it does lead directly into it. He literally says, when one door closes, another opens.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody.
What are the chances of this being a copyrighted song that's gonna get me a DMCA strike?
Tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's dead.
Well, we'll let it roll and hopefully it's not a problem.
I was raised in a deep dark hole, a prisoner with no parole. They locked me up and took my soul. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's
Debt.
call to him and he will come. She'll run to him like he's the one. His arms outstretched, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's
Alright, now we get to the regular credits. Toshi Nakanishi. Can't say I've heard the name before. For this game. But hey, we're gonna wrap this up. That was Resident Evil 7. I always like to let the credits play out. Hopefully that song doesn't fuck me over. I always like to let the credits play, you know? You gotta give credit where credit's due, even if I'm not really reading it, you know, it's there, you know, I catch a name every once in a while. Like Junya Nishino, good job on the UI. Yeah, I think this is one of the best Resident Evils. Thank you for getting super loud when I'm trying to talk. It's just the regular credits, guys. You don't need to go crazy. Yeah, I think it's one of the better ones. Even replaying it now, I still think it's one of the better ones. It's extremely replayable too. With unlockables that you get the Albert, and you know, just like any other Resident Evil, there's a lot of stuff to unlock. And this is probably the 7th or 8th time I played through the game since it came out. First time on PC though. Good experience, I guess. I've never been like too, I don't know what word to use, but I've never been too big on like the differences between a PC and a console version. I bet if I played the Xbox version now, I'd be like, oh no, it's so much worse, but in my mind, it's not that different. I'm sure it is, but it's been like 2 years since I played it on Xbox. I don't know. But that's where I used to game mostly on Xbox, but now it's more of a mixture. God damn, guys. Calm down. Calm down with the scary music. And we've got Village coming out in a few days. Not even... I don't know, not even a couple days. So... that's what we're gonna do next. Except we've got to do the DLC. We've got to play as fake Chris Redfield. That DLC is not my favorite. It's okay. And then we get to do possibly the best Resident Evil DLC. I mean, there's not many choices, but Lost in Nightmares might have it beat just because Lost in Nightmares is so good. But man, End of Zoe is really fun. It's just fun punching molded and just beating the shit out of them. No guns. Fuck that. We just punch the shit out of people. That's good stuff. And we'll do that before Village comes out, and then Village. In the meantime, I've been playing Nier Replicant, which is excellent. Everybody get that. I decided not to stream it because I'm a terribly slow player, and I'm doing all the side quests, and it's a bunch of fetch quest stuff that's not really fun. But since I like the game so much, I do it anyway. But I'd suggest not doing most of the quests if you're going to play it. Just look up the quests that give you weapons, and that's it. Just skip the rest of them; they suck. But Nier overall, Nier Replicant's an amazing game. If you like a story in your games, that's the one you want to go with. Even if you do have to do the Nier thing where you beat it like 3 times, it's worth it. There's really something special about the way Nier and Nier Automata both use their game elements to tell an extremely interesting story that's touching and emotional, which is hard to beat. It's hard to beat a game that touches you on an emotional level. In my opinion, those are the games I always remember forever, as the games that really hit me on an emotional level outside of like, awesome, this is really cool, or this is really scary. I mean like, wow, this game is really affecting me and how I feel about things in reality. That's what I mean. And I don't think a Resident Evil has ever really done that for me, because they're really good games, but the story is not super important. I like the lore and stuff, but it's not trying to be some grand emotional story. It's just trying to facilitate really the game around it. For the most part, it's more about this. It's more about the gameplay, and the story is just a tool to give the gameplay context. I mean, you need the story there, and they do a good job for the most part. Sometimes they do a bad job, but for the most part, they do a good job. But it's not, you know, it's not some grand story like Nier is. And that's fine. I like Resident Evil as it is. I like the campy, simple characters, kind of archetype characters, and stupid bullshit that they throw in there, and I like it when they just add a bunch of crazy shit. Like Blue Umbrella. Like, what the fuck is that? I guess we'll find out a tiny bit more in the DLC, but... yeah. I got one criticism, guys, and it's the credits music. It's all over the fucking place. It's been scary sounds and quiet, then scary sounds, now it's fucking rock music. Pick one lane, please. I cannot talk over this shit because it just keeps changing. Now it's like a fucking prog rock metal concert. Alright, you know what? I'm back in. I kind of like how stupid this credits music choice is. Alright, this kind of rips. I kind of like this. I don't think it quite fits, but it's kind of awesome. Alright, never mind. I guess it's over now. I guess we're back to the quiet sounds. Now, are we gonna get some more, like, scary, loud noises? Are we going to transition back into the prog rock? Or is it going to be quiet for the rest of these credits? Oh, we're at the special thanks, so we don't got much time to switch it up, guys. House of Moose, Original Force, Technicolor. Whatever that is. Zoic. Shiny Art. A lot of middleware going on here. A lot of licenses. Alright, there we go. Oh, there we go. Jun Takeuchi. Another more normal name. Not normal, a more recognizable name. Oh, you know, I'd be interested in reading this newspaper from what I see. Hmm. Yeah, I'd kind of be interested in reading that newspaper. Anyway, here we are. Difficulty, easy, of course. Playtime just past 6 hours. Restarts 1. Got 16 of the bobbleheads, 14 coins. Missed 3 files somewhere. Don't know where. So we unlocked Madhouse, we unlocked the Albert 01, and we would have unlocked more if I'd played on normal, but I played on easy because I'm a wuss. Whatever, that's how I like it. I'd play on normal now with the Albert to help me out. That's what I did the first time I played this game, you know, just go on through the difficulties, get the defense coins and all that shit, and then you can do Madhouse. When it's a little easier. But, yeah, it's, all that. That was a little shorter than I expected. I thought the mines would be a little longer, but that's it. That's the main campaign. Now we've got to do Not a Hero, Chris's story and end of Zoe. The other ones are just kind of, and whatever. Ethan Must Die is crazy. Jack's 55th birthday is fun, non-canon stuff. Banned footage, I believe. I don't know if it's canon or not.
Why are you doing this? The pretties my little girl is giving me!
It might be. You got Nightmare. I don't remember what Nightmare is. Bedroom is where you're locked on the bed and you have to escape the house. Or just escape the room. 21 is Blackjack. You play Blackjack, and then Daughters is... This one's actually more story focused, but it's not really fun to me, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, we'll do the big DLCs, and then we'll be ready for Village. Till then, we're done. That'll be our next thing. Will be the DLC. I'm gonna awkwardly wave.